At Diablo Canyon Power Plant, no priority is more pressing, no commitment is more fundamental, and no responsibility is more important than the safe operation of the facility. Diablo Canyon Power Plant, located in San Luis Obispo, California, is a safe, clean, reliable, and vital resource for California. For more than 25 years, the plant has safely provided low-cost, clean electricity for more than 3 million PG&E customers through its two Westinghouse pressurized water reactor units, Unit 1 and Unit 2. Together, Diablo's two units produce a total of 18,000 gigawatt-hours of safe, clean, and reliable electricity. The 1,400 highly skilled and highly trained men and women who work at Diablo Canyon are focused on operational excellence and share a deep commitment to safety. This commitment is supported by continuous improvement that incorporates advances in technology and lessons learned through many decades of experience. In 2011, the tragic accident at Fukushima in Japan prompted all of us to look anew at our safety procedures. Beginning on the day of that tragedy, PG&E took immediate action and quickly launched a detailed and thorough review of our operations, specifically analyzing Diablo Canyon's ability to respond to beyond design basis events. For Diablo Canyon and the entire nuclear industry, this, however, led to the development of a system of portable equipment designed to add yet another layer of protection to prevent a Fukushima-like incident. We call this comprehensive, tailored approach FLEX.
So FLEX broadly is really a strategy as well as a portable equipment that allows each station to respond to an emergency that's well beyond what it was designed for.
FLEX provides for the continued availability of portable generators, pumps, and communications equipment during and after the event. In other words, everything needed to restore and maintain key plant safety functions. Key aspects of the FLEX strategy are rapid response, redundancy of storage, portability, and swift mobilization.
Fundamentally, it has the overarching objective of protecting the health and safety of the public.
The FLEX response system is described by Nuclear Energy Institute Guidance Document 12-06, Diverse and Flexible Coping Strategies Implementation Guide, as approved by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission in response to Order Echo Alpha-12-049 to maintain or restore core cooling, containment, and spent fuel pool cooling capabilities following a beyond design event. This guidance divides the response into the following three phases. Phase 1, initially coping by relying on installed plant equipment, relies on plant design to cope with the event until the on-shift staff and emergency response organization can place in service portable FLEX equipment. Phase 2, transition from installed plant equipment to on-site FLEX equipment, relies on the shift staff and emergency response organization to place in service portable equipment to extend coping times, allowing for response by off-site resources to provide long-term support functions. Phase 3, obtain additional capabilities and redundancy from off-site equipment until power, water, and coolant injection systems are restored or commissioned, provides additional resources to protect against unexpected failures and support long-term coping strategies. Phase 2 FLEX response is further divided into coping strategies and support functions. The reactor coolant system inventory and subcriticality coping strategy uses portable FLEX equipment to transfer borated water from robust storage locations to the reactor coolant system, ensuring the reactor core stays covered and subcritical. The core cooling and heat removal coping strategy uses portable FLEX equipment to provide long-term inventory to the steam generators from available water sources. The spent fuel pool inventory and spray coping strategy uses portable FLEX equipment to provide long-term makeup and spray capability for the spent fuel pool. The long-term inventory supply support function uses portable flex equipment to supply water from the raw water reservoir for site needs. The instrumentation and control support function uses portable flex equipment to supply power to a vital battery charger to provide long-term control room indications. The communication trailer support function uses a self-contained communication trailer to provide for additional communication needs in off-site and on-site roles. The force ventilation support function uses portable flex equipment to provide cooling when repowering a vital battery charger. In the scenario you are about to watch, you will see firsthand how Diablo Canyon's flex response is activated. In the scenario, a beyond design basis magnitude earthquake has struck California's central coast. This incident will trigger a series of events, including declaring a site area emergency that is quickly upgraded to a general emergency, requiring the employees of Diablo Canyon to safely and swiftly employ our flex response.
Control 1 to Frank 6.
Frank 6.
We have a 1033 at link 4.
Frank 6 to Control 1. 1097. Link 4.
Frank 6, 1097.
Frank 6 to Control 1. Code 4. Area clear.
10-4, Frank 6. Link 4 clear.
Frank 6. 1098.
Shift foreman, we have a seismic event. Unit 1 reactor has tripped.
Understand, reactor is tripped.
Shift foreman,
perform immediate
we have
actions.
a seismic event. Unit 2 reactor has tripped.
We have completed our board walkdown and are ready for a turnover.
Both units tripped from the earthquake. There's no off-site or on-site AC power, with the exception of 120-volt power being supplied by the battery. Both are currently in ECA 00 with no other complications. Stan, I need you to support Unit 1.
I'll go support Unit 1.
That's correct. I need you to start working on a recommendation for a classification.
Jerry, verify reactor tripped.
Reactor trip breakers open. Derpy is de-energized. Flux is decreasing. The reactor has tripped.
Understand, reactor has tripped.
That's correct.
Jerry, verify the turbine has tripped.
All 4 stop valves are closed. The turbine is tripped.
Understand, turbine has tripped.
That's correct.
Ned, verify vital 4 kV buses energized.
Shift foreman, no vital 4 kV buses are energized.
No vital 4 kV buses are energized.
That's correct.
Update. We have no vital 4 kV buses energized. I'm transitioning to ECA 0.0. End of update.
I concur. Both units going to ECA 00.
Ned, attempt to restore power to any vital 4 kV bus. Ned, start any diesel from the control room.
Shift foreman, I'm going to reset shutdown relays and try to start the diesel manually.
That's correct. Stan, start reviewing the annunciators.
I'll review the alarms to check if any response is needed.
That's correct.
Shift foreman, diesel generators will not start manually. I am dispatching operators to attempt to start the diesels locally.
The diesels will not start from the control room. We are attempting to start the diesels locally.
That's correct.
Ned, check any vital 4 kV bus automatically energized.
Shift foreman, no vital 4 kV bus energized.
This brief is for FSG-3. It has been determined that we are in an extended loss of AC power event. You will be implementing FSG-03, Flex Guideline for Establishment of Temporary Forced Ventilation, which is required before energizing a battery charger. This is a time-sensitive operator action required to be complete before energizing a battery charger in support of control room indications. You will be deploying emergency power generators, ventilation fans, temporary distribution panels and cabling for the control room and the battery charger rooms. I want you four, under the direction of Joe and Bob, to set up the ventilation fans for the control room and the battery charger rooms. Joe, have you completed your preview of FSG-03 for deployment of the emergency power generators and fans?
Yes, sir, I have.
Do you have any questions?
No, not at this time.
Joe has the lead in the field, and it is his role to give a detailed briefing and directions. The rest of you will assist Joe in placing forced ventilation in service per the procedure. Remember, this is a procedure that has never been performed under these conditions before. We should not delay performance of this procedure, but we absolutely need to get it right the first time. Remember to have a questioning attitude. Joe will complete the brief.
Bob, I want you to head over to the I&C shop and get the keys for the Kubota to tow the generators. Keys are on the second floor, mechanical maintenance area. Are you familiar with the location?
Yeah. Where do you want me to take it?
Back the Kubota into the polisher buttress bay where the generators are located. We'll hitch the generators to the Kubota there.
Understand. Back it into the polisher buttress bay.
Update! We're implementing FSG-03 to install temporary ventilation to the control room and the battery charger rooms. End of update.
Mike and Brian, you stage all this equipment for the control room. Hector and Greg, you stage all this equipment for the battery charger room.
Understood. We'll stage the control room equipment.
Correct.
And we'll stage the battery charger room equipment.
Correct.
To provide power for ventilation fans, flex generators are deployed from the buttress storage location to a staging area inside the turbine building machine shop.
That's good. Stop there. Let's go.
To improve natural circulation, fans are deployed from the buttress storage location through the machine shop up the stairwell to staging locations for the control room. Before re-energizing a battery charger, forced ventilation is required to support the additional heat load. Fans are deployed from the buttress storage location through the machine shop, up the stairwell, to staging locations for the battery charger inverter rooms.
I'll finish setting up the generator. You set up the temporary distribution panels.
Understand. I'll set up the temporary distribution panels.
Correct.
Temporary distribution panels are deployed at staging locations for the control room and battery charger inverter rooms to support the fans in these areas. .240-volt cables are routed from the generator staging location through the machine shop, up the stairwell to the staged temporary distribution panels.
Joe, I'm going to verify correct fan alignments per sections 6.1 and 6.2 prior to generator start. You perform section 9 to prepare the portable generators for service.
Understand, you are going to verify fan alignments per section 6.1 and 6.2 prior to generator start. I'm going to perform section 9 to prepare the portable generators for service.
That's correct.
"120-volt light-duty cables are deployed from the temporary distribution panels to each of the staged fans for the control room and battery charger inverter rooms.
Update. We've established a lineup to supply temporary ventilation to the control room and the battery charger rooms. This will be implemented shortly. ERO assistance should be arriving within the next hour to support connecting temporary power to the battery chargers. End of update.
I've completed my portions of 6.1 and 6.2. After you've completed section 9, place the generators in service per section 10 to power the fans. I've briefed the control room.
Understand, you have completed 6.1 and 6.2. I have completed section 9. I will perform section 10 to supply power to the fans.
Understand, you've completed section 9. The control room's been notified that you're gonna place the fans in service.
Understand, control room has been notified. Fans are being placed in service.
That's correct.
After completing all the deployment steps, the system is placed in service by starting the generators and plugging in or switching on fans as required.
Joe, all control room fans are operating satisfactorily. Heading down to battery charger rooms to verify fans are running.
Understand, all control room fans are operational, and you are going to battery charger rooms.
That is correct. Joe, all battery charger room fans are operating satisfactorily.
Understand, all battery charger room fans are operational.
That is correct.
Update. In case you haven't noticed, we've established temporary ventilation to the control room and the battery charger rooms. ERO assistance has arrived and is making preparations to supply temporary power to the battery chargers. End of update.
Diablo Canyon's FLEX approach is one of a long line of efforts to make certain we generate safe, reliable, and efficient electricity for the communities and customers we serve, and to fulfill our core mission to protect public health and safety. Diablo Canyon, like the U.S. nuclear energy industry, will continue to take proactive steps to enhance safety. We will continue to work with the industry to apply lessons learned from Fukushima. Safety has always been, and always will be, our top priority. Proudly brought to you by the 1,400 men and women of Diablo Canyon Power Plant.